Wait, what's going on YouTube? It's Donnie all day. So I got a bunch of knives. I got four of them actually from Spitzkante knives. And the box looks a little bit like this, except the words would be backwards or forwards. So these guys have got some really nice stuff. You'll notice that the box is actually really well done. You got the impacted foam in there. You got the little screwdriver Allen wrench tool, so you can tighten up your sheath or change the direction of how you want things, make it ambidextrous, which is really good. I appreciate that. Before I even get into this, one of the things I do want to talk about though is this sheath, but more than the sheath is the attachment. You see this guy right here? Once you pull that down, you can shift this and lock it into a different place so you can directionally carry. You can put this thing any way you want. You can do vertical, horizontal, slanted, any way you want, and ambidextrous. This is my favorite new attachment on any freaking knife so far. I think that is awesome to be able to just hit a little pin and then spin your clip so you can put it any direction you want. I think that's fan freaking tastic. So it is a positive lockup. It's a perfect sheath. You have attachment holes. Obviously, they add an attachment already, giving you a ferro rod. So when you pull out your little hook skinner, it's go. I lost my train of thought. You're going to be able to strike a ferro rod pretty easily. Get rid of some of that black. I am inside, so it's probably never a good idea to strike a ferro rod inside. But you can see right there, the sparks jump off, which means it actually works. This is 90. It's going to do the job. Now, this is an absolute skinning knife. Obviously, this hook right here has a few different purposes. You can hook into pelt and rip, so you can open up a skin or even like a snake skin or a fish, anything like that. Plus, you have your really nice round blade, so you can traditionally skin and de-pelt, so you have a ripper and a skinner. You do have this hole right here. Contrary to popular belief, it's not really a finger hole. I mean, maybe although normal people, I guess maybe your fingertip would slip in there like that. Mine doesn't really do that, but it still offers I can put my finger here and I can really dig down and get positive traction. So while it's not oversized for a full finger to fit into, which wouldn't work anyway because of the size of the knife, your finger hole would come all the way to the edge, all the way to the spine. It just gives a positive traction. Now, if I put my thumb here, it also does for like if I wanted to do some pull feathering, things like that, and we'll test it, see how it goes. Overall, like I don't carry usually hook top designs. I don't usually use them personally, but I have to say it's not that bad. It almost has like a rhinoceros look to it, which is my favorite animal. One thing I can say is that the grip is really well done for a skinny grip. Even somebody with double X hands, what I can do is when I come this way into a forward grip, a traditional skinning grip, it makes it really comfortable. The little jimping right here works absolutely perfectly. I do like that. And the fact that they did grooves on the G10 really, really works. So let's look into what we have for... Okay, so we have maybe, I don't know if maybe it's not G10. I think it's... I don't know. So you have your gut hook is a 2.44 high carbon steel blade. I believe it's a 5CR 14 MOV, not the 3. You have a 3.7 non-slip grip. And that's what I'm seeing. I don't know exactly what the material is. Handle material, yes, I do. It is... Ooh, wow, that's a word. It's acrylonitrile I speak English. Um, ac- okay, it's acrylonitrile, bu- buti, butadiene styrene. In short, it's ABS. So you got an ABS grip. The gut hook on this doesn't come back so far to where it's going to get you in the thumb, and I like that. When you're on the jimping, it actually works out pretty well. Overall sharpness, let's give it a test here, and it is 100% razor shave sharp. That has a really, really nice edge. So we know that it's like hair, no hair. We know that you can actually and absolutely shave with this thing. We know that it's comfortable. We have, it looks like a pinhole lanyard hole, so you can use some kind of thin threading, like a twine in there, or is it? No, yeah, that's what it is. It looks like a twine hole. So you have a twine hole, and you have this cutout right there. And I'm not sure 100% why that's there, and I bet if I read it, I might find out. But let's go over some of. Oh, get out of here! That's what it is. It's not a twine hole. it's a whistle. The dog just went nuts. So it's good for calling your dog if you're out in the woods. Obviously, that worked. It's not a don't touch my butt whistle, but it is a safety whistle. And if you are in the woods and you do fall and you get trapped and you lack the ability to scream, blowing that whistle could just really really save your life. As a matter of fact, it's really cool that they added a whistle into the grip. I had no idea what that was. That's impressive. So it's obviously full tank construction, fire starter, it's jimped, survival ready. Da 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 da. I really love that. That's a whistle. Compact, lightweight. The sheath is you can carry any way. So we're looking at overall 5.98 inches out of the sheath. You have a 3 centimeter blade thickness. There's all kinds of information here. You can go through like the pictures on the website, and every photo it describes different things. Also, it does come in different colors. You can get black and tan, green and tan. You can get like a polished and tan. So it's pretty good. But we're gonna take it outside and give it a use and see how it goes. Use. All right. So as far as gut hooks go, the Spitzkante Gut Hook isn't a bad looking knife. It's not a bad looking knife at all. And that's coming from someone who isn't a gut hook guy. I think that's actually pretty decent. All right, let's get to work with this little gut hooker. I had a bunch of twine and string sitting here, and I think it blew away. So I don't have any twine and string sitting here because I think it blew away. But we have enough stuff to cut, so we're gonna get to cutting. So right here we have packaging strap, plastic packaging strap. And we're going to take this little gut hook and we're going to cut it, and we're going to find out that it cuts quite nicely. Let's get a nice little rip here. I do really like the accentuated modified clip. It's almost kind of like more of a drop point because this almost has like a curve in it. So I'm pretty sure we could call it a drop point, but I like the look of that, and I like the way it digs in, especially when you're talking about skinning and you're going to want to get into something. You see how that's working right there? Look at that. Look at that. That is really nice. And that's where this beautiful curve comes in, is with just a little bit of pressure. You let the blade do the work, and it's gonna cut just because of the shape of the blade itself. It's really, really nice. It offers itself a very ease of use when you're talking about a curve that blades this much or a blade that curves this much. I mean, we can call it whatever we want. So we have the gut hook. Let's see, I'm a lefty and they're generally made for righties. So let's see if we can get it. I might have to go the other direction. Now, normally this would be something oh yeah, so right there, it's going to dig in right there. Normally this is something that, you would dig into something solid. I wonder if I can actually, this is a basketball leather rubber mesh. And what I want to do is get a nice little hole going in it right there. And if I can get my tip dug inside my pelt, and I'm using such a small piece, I'm probably going to cut my fingers off. And we know I have a history doing that. So what I want to do is try, if you're working with like an animal or a fish, this is actually a lot easier than doing it the way I'm doing it. But we're going to try it anyway. So let's see. Let's see if I can't get that to rip. Now, generally animals aren't made of rubber, but you can see that's going to do it. If we're going into a fish, that would have been really, really easy. Really, really easy. We're talking skinning. I mean, going through a thick rubber. I mean, you can see the rubber itself is just about as thick as the blade, but you're going through rubber, real leather, and it's just moving on me. So that's kind of crappy, but not the blade, but the rubber. I mean, the basketball piece. You can see I'm cutting straight through it. The problem is I'm losing grip because this stuff is just moving. But as a skinner, it's going to do its job. And I might have to actually just grab the whole ball. Make it easier. Yeah, I'd say that worked out. So you can see as a skinner, it's doing its job. It's cutting what it needs to cut. Now, once I have my stuff cut, I'll be able to use the same knife going this way because of that beautiful curve for, say, food prep or bait making or anything like that. It's just going to do the job. Then having that sheath is just going to make everything even better because then I carry it any way I want. I really love that. But so far, so good. Let's take some of this, guys. This is a garden hose. It's nylon. Wow, that was easy. It's nylon with a rubber hose inside. We're going to do the same thing. Get a nice little rip. And what I want to do usually I'll just rip the other end. But right here, get a nice little grip and rip. So it does the job. It does the job of a gut hook. It's exactly what it is. Now, for you guys who like to fish, a gut hook is great for fishing line. You need to cut that line. You just throw it right in there. You give it a little pull and you're good. Let's try a push cut, and that was super easy. That was super easy doing a push cut on that. That's a nice thick bundle of rubber and nylon. Let's see. Wow, that was just so nice. So the knife is definitely going to do its job. It's definitely going to handle what you have. Let's try and cut this plastic tube that has been sitting in the sun and is burning my hand. So let's see. Get a nice cut. Look at that. Look at that curl going all the way around. It's effortless. I'm just turning the tube. I'm not even pushing the blade. I'm literally letting the knife do the work just by holding it still and moving my hand around it. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. So now we have to make a fire, and that's why we have that ferro rod. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our wood and just press down, and you will see you're going to get really, really nice, really, really tight, fine curls. But what I want to do is I want to utilize this, and that's where this is going to come in really, really well, is on pull cuts. So with this, oh, wow, that is so tight. I wonder if I can get it down there. That is, oh, man, that was like a really long curl, just really super tight. So I'm putting my thumb inside that hole so I have absolute traction, and I'm getting, let me cut that one off, really nice tight curls. I mean tight little curls. So if you're trying to get yourself a tinder bundle going, and you want some really nice curls, look at these pulls. Let's get a little angle and we'll go some swoops. Look at that. I mean, it's going to get the job done. So this isn't obviously your survival knife where you're going to be chopping down any trees or anything like that. But if you are gaming, if you hunt to eat to survive, or you fish to eat to survive, this little guy right here is going to be exactly perfect for it. And the best part about being the 5CR15 is I can take any smooth rock, just any smooth rock off the ground, and I can absolutely hone up my blade with a rock. And that's one of the best parts about a 5CR is it's going to be field sharpen ready, which means it's not going to take much to get this thing to stay, maintain, and always be, ooh, don't blow away, razor sharp. You can see those hairs right there. Still razor sharp. So, you know, a lot of people like to talk, oh, the 5CRs, the 3CRs, the 7CRs, 9CRs, 13CR. Those aren't, they're not going to hold an edge, and they're not going to do this, and they're not going to do that. The best part about them is you could sharpen them anywhere, everywhere, anytime, every time. This right here, this is not bad. This is not bad. When you're talking about a gut hook knife, that's going to do exactly what it's designed to do. Exactly. Plus, it's going to open your packages and obviously your packaging straps and things like that. It's going to work like an EDC that you can actually rip with. And that's a plus. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the link down below to this blade in particular, and I'll also just throw their Amazon link to where you can see their different blades. And remember, we have 3 more coming, and I always save the best for last, so it's only going to get better from here, and I'm excited about that. So the Spitzkante Gut Hook, winner, chicken dinner. This thing's not so bad. Hi, I'm Donnie B all day. Until next knife.